Hey, today let's take a look at this database question on Leetcode 1384 total sales amount by year. So start from here. There's a product table with these information, product ID and the product name. Okay, then we have the sales table. So the sales table is an aggregate table. So there's a product ID and the period start, period end, average daily sales. And so here it says product ID is the primary key for this table, and start end date indicates the start and end date for sales period. Both dates are inclusive. That means okay, if you have a date, for example here, so it's for product ID 1, it has the period start January 25th 2019, and so this date is included, this 100. Okay, so the question is write it in SQL to report the total sales amount of each item for each year with corresponding product name, product ID, product name, and report year and dates of the sales years between 2018 to 2020. Return the result table ordered by the product ID and report year. So what do we know here? So it looks like this is reverse engineer. Okay, from this aggregate table we need to use these information from the start date, end date, and average daily sales. Basically we need to get the days that have the sales occurred. Okay, then we need to use the count of the days times this average daily sales to get the total sales of the particular year. So if we look at this example, okay, period start is January 25th and 2019. This is period end 2019 February 28th. So for this it's pretty easy. What we do is just the February 28th minus January 25th, and that's the days that we need to calculate. Basically we get the days and we need to plus 1 since we need to include the start date. Okay, then we can do this. So that's for this. Okay, so but there's some scenario where we across like more than 1 year. Okay, here the span actually across 2 years, 3 years actually, 2018 February. So in this case, the 2018 December 1st, I'm sorry, to 2018 December 31st. So let's take this, for example, we need to break down this to 3 years. Okay. This needs to be 2018, then December 31st, and here 2019 to 2019 December 31st, then 2020 January 1 to 2020 January 1. So days between these we count. Okay, in this case it seems to be 365 days. Let's say minus 31st, so that's what, 334 days. Let's just assume. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, and plus 1, 335 days, then times this daily sales. In this case that's 10. Okay, that's the amount for 2018, and this is 365 days times 10. That's 20 for 2019. Okay, and this is the 1 day, just 10 for 2020. So the approach is this: we need to find a way to first get all the 3 years and use that to join this table to reverse engineer to get such structure, so that we can calculate the dates between the start date and end date of the same year and times the average daily sales, so we can get this result. Okay, look at this result. We can ignore the product name for now because it's really not important. At the end, we can just join to the product table to get this. Okay, most important thing is this sales table. Okay, so here's the approach. Let's start to write code. First, let's generate this subquery, this sub result of these years. So let's not use those level, the hierarchical query in Oracle for this, since here it says this is for 2018 to 2020. So we can just hard code 2018 to 2020. We can use Oracle dual table to achieve this and do some union all. Okay, then I do this. Then I do this. Okay, 2019 and 2020. Alright, so remove the last one. So this will give me 3 records, 2018 and 2019, 2020. I'll use this to join to the sales table. Okay, so coming to the sales table, let's also put this in a temporary subquery, so that we have a clear, layout in terms of the code. Product ID, we need product ID, and we are selecting from what? Selecting from the sales table. Okay, when you join the years, I will just write the join part first. We'll ignore the this part, the logic. Okay, between two number, right? Because it's a start end year. We do 2 car and then period start year. What I do this, basically I need to use the between logic condition to join these two. And 2 number, right? Whenever it's between them, it gets joined. So let's say 2018 is between this and this, so it will join to that. In 2019 also, in between this and this, it will join. It will generate the layout. Okay. So what we do here is this period end. Then we do this while we're join on the year. Okay. So that will give us this. Okay, we have this. I'll just close this for now. And what do we do here? With the product ID, now we need to decide what should be the period start date in this case, right? So the logic is simple, okay? So whenever this year we get from here, and the period start year, it gets joined to fall on the same year, then the new period start year, like it should be this existing period start year, right? So put that into some example previously. This will get joined to the 2019 from here, right? And this will get to join to the 2018. This will be 2018. So we need to decide as the start and date, so we can calculate dates between, right? So the logic is like this. So if they are the start period start date, this date, original period start date, coming from here, the same as this year, the temporary result from here, then the period start date should be the existing one. Take this for example. We have the 2018 number joined to this record. They fall on the same year. But for that period, 2018, December 1st to December 31st, the start date should take the original one. Okay? So let's write it out. Let's write it out. Okay? We can copy here. Okay, copy. List up the year. Then we use the period start. Okay. And then this is else, right? Else, that's this scenario. Okay. Then we have to use or to generate a start date for this. Okay. So what do we do here? We use a toDate function. Okay. Let's just type it out. DD. What do we do here? We use this year times, and we can attach 0101. That's January 1st. 0101. And that's the new period start date. The case when we need period start. Okay. So similar for period end date. If the period end date, existing period end date, if fall on the same year as the year we generate here, then we should use the period end date, existing period end date, right? So this is what we do here. We just change the column name, and then we can get this. Okay, period end. What else we need? We need this average daily sales column. Okay. So now we constructed this, and we don't need to do any aggregate because it's not multiplying, it's not getting us extra records or something, okay, duplicate record or something. So we are good. I think this is extra, and we're missing a comma here. So last, we need to join to the product table, and we need to do the calculation, okay? So I'll do this, and let's just copy, paste, and let's just type it out, calcs, and join the product table, C, P, okay, let's call this guy C, okay, then on what? On the C dot product ID equals to P dot product ID. Right, very simple. And at the end, we need to order by the product ID. Okay, and we need to, if you look at this, we order by the year. All right, and then we can just order by the year to our period start. We still, the results still carry the period start date. Okay, so just y. Okay, actually we don't need y, but just for the sake of consistency, let's put it there. Okay, so it needs product ID, and then product name. Then we have this reporting year. Let's just use the product start, y, extra y, and report year. And then we need to do the calculation. Basically, it's the new period start end date minus the period start date. That will give us the date, right? And we need to plus 1 to include that extra 1 day, that is the start date, okay, and times the average daily sales, okay, that will give us this guy. Okay, so let's just run this. Let's take a look and see if it's there's any issue or not. Okay, we do this, generate the year, then we times to this, join to this year. Okay, then we do the calculation here. If everything looks fine, let's just run this. If there's any error or not, table view does not exist. Where? Okay. Years does exist. Sales does exist. What does not exist? Product. So it's year calc. Oh, I see. This thing needs to be removed. Okay, so let's do this. What is wrong here? Period in to year. Oh, here, this is wrong. So this needs to be period needs to be December 31st. Okay. We do this calculation, and now it looks like only the header is wrong. So according to Leetcode, these things needs to be lowercase. Sorry. This no. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. Lowercase. Alright, let's run this again, see if it works or not. Okay, accepted. Let's submit. That's it. Okay. If you like this video, please subscribe or leave a comment below if you have any question. Thanks, and see you next time.